Good old Rusty gets a new vehicle. Tater got 3 ways to heat, and he's still cold. All right, don't forget tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Come on over for the live stream. We'll talk about this stuff and a whole lot more, so come over and join us. But for now, let's start with Anna from Anna's Adventures. She's out running around, her and her wiener dog, Roxy, and she met up with a YouTuber, Herby, from My Nomadic Dream.
I was like, if we're going to meet, it's just going to happen. You're on video.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
If we're going to meet, it's going to happen naturally. And I'm driving to go get 2 paper towels. I'm like, Is that his van? I mean, that's his bus. That's him. Okay, we met. That is so funny.
So there you go. They met. Pretty cool. So go over and check out Anna from Anna's Adventure. There'll be a link below. All right. Now, I want to talk a little bit about drama. For you people that say that you don't like drama and this and that, and that, I say it a lot, but this is just going to prove more to everybody that if you ever doubted that drama sells, well, here's just another example. Good old, quiet, wholesome, drag out a 3-minute story to 33 minutes. That's right. I'm talking about the Campulance Man. Now, he on average, he gets what? We'll say on average 6,000 views for a video. 4, 6, stuff like that. But look what we have here. Look right here. Here's one about a fire. That's right. Here's another one about another fire. Oh, yes. It's not a good, wholesome, do-good story. No, it's 2. One has 27,000. The other has 12,000. Now, all the other ones, look, 8, 6, 4, 6. So, yeah. So, when you guys tell me, no, I don't like drama. It's not about the drama. I'm not here for the drama. You're always about drama. You're negative. You're this, you're that, you're this. Well, guess what? Even good old wholesome storytelling Dave, the Campulance Man, he uses that drama to get views. And again, like I said, it's not oh, looky here, look how nice everything is. No, it's someone lost their RV. Yay, let's go over and watch. You people are so full of shit. You love it. Even the good guys get better shit when there's chaos, drama, and destruction and loss of property. You go over in droves. So tell me people don't want drama. All right, now we got good old Rusty 90210. That's right. He bought himself a 2026 Equinox EV. That's right. He bought an electric vehicle. I just was talking about him the other day. He was talking about he's getting himself a Maverick, a hybrid Maverick. But no, that's not what he got.
Just drove off the lot, the new car lot, in my 2026 Equinox 1LT. And those are, I don't know if those are 19 or 20-inch wheels, but they're Michelin's all the way around. And it's got, we charged it to about 80%, it shows to be 263 miles of range. But isn't that a beautiful?
There you go. Less than 300 miles of range on a charge. But anyway, so that's what he has. And so if you want to see it, you better go over while it lasts. It might not be there for much more, because even Rusty, he said, I haven't bought a vehicle in a very, very, very long time. Oh yeah, that's right. I had my Maverick for almost a year. So I guess he hasn't bought a new vehicle in a very, very long time. A year is a very, very, very long time. But the question is that thing even going to tow his little trailer? I'm kind of confused. But I guess maybe that's the plan. Maybe he got something that he knows he can't tow with, so he can go, guess what, guys? In 3 more days, I can't tow with this. So I got rid of that Equinox and I got Mia. And I will say this, Rusty is absolutely, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Sarasota Tim's mentor. Because Rusty said a Tim thing. He showed the price. He said, here's the sticker. He showed the sticker. He showed the price and everything, and what he gave for it and what they were asking and everything. And guess what? Just like Sarasota Tim, it was free. He got it for nothing. That's right. He got it for absolutely nothing. Even though it was damn near $30,000, Rusty got it for nothing. He just said, I want that one. They gave him the keys and charged it up for him and let him drive away. He didn't even have to sign any papers this time. Just like good old Timmy. Got it for nothing. But again, you better go check it out. Because even if it does pull that trailer, you know he's only going to keep it for a few months. Good old Rusty. All right, it wouldn't be one of my videos if we didn't talk about the Tater. All right, so, first thing that comes to mind is it's funny because Tuesday came and went and there was no Tater Talks. And he said that, Tater Talks was a bust because you people didn't watch and all this other stuff. I find it quite funny how he cries about people not watching Tater Talks. And again, claims he canceled it. Yet he doesn't say anything about his Connecten commercial that got barely 20,000 views, if that. It did very, very poorly. But he's not on here whining and crying about that, is he? Oh, no. He's not mentioning a peep about the old Connecten commercial not getting any views. He'll still do that, won't he? Speaking of Connecten, before I get off of that, people were pointing out the fact that when he was doing his little commercial there, I admittedly, I scrolled through it. I really didn't pay that much attention to it because I wasn't watching his however long commercial for Connecten. Don't care. But a lot of people were saying that when he showed the upload and download speeds, that it was clearly his Starlink and not the Connecten because the way he cropped it out and everything. And some people caught some different things. And more than one person, quite a few people were saying that, yeah, that's not the speed that he was getting through Connecten. That shit that he was showing, it was his Starlink. Now our little Spud, he has, Tater and his redundancies. He always has to have redundancy. He has 3 ways to heat. That's right. 3 ways to get heat, and none of them work. That's right. The 10 million watt solar panel, it can't keep up with the mini splits, so he can't heat with them. The diesel heater, it works, but it's too small to heat the entire bus. And his propane heater, well, it worked until, it got clogged with cat hair and shut off.
And I said, well, it's only a month old. Like, I can see, it looks brand new. I'm like, it's only a month old. He's like, do you have pets? I do, I have 4 cats. Well, pet dander can really gunk up these igniters and cause problems. It wouldn't hurt to try to air it out, spray it out. Of course, my compressor's in my shedding quartzite.
In other words, the guy said, it wouldn't hurt to not be such a fucking slob because, Tater, come on. So it's not just his clothes and every damn surface in there and the pots and pans that he eats with and the toaster oven that he cooks with and everything. It's not just that's covered with cat hair. And here, you can see, it's not the cat hair, but you can just see the filth on top of the heater. You can see it. So, well, at least one thing, since Diana's there, I guess she can be his little maid, and she'll probably get so sick her stomach will turn that she'll have to run around and clean because he doesn't. So Diana, maybe she'll make sure that shit gets cleaned up in there. But he's so nasty. He's just so damn nasty. Well, then Tater, he's, talking about the roads and everything. And again, Diana, say what you will about her. She seems to be the voice of reason. She's the only one that thinks a little bit and plans ahead. She said, it's supposed to rain, it's supposed to snow, it's supposed to be this and that and that. And Tater's been telling everybody how his unmaintained road for 3.8 miles, so he tells you everything and wonders why people find his ass. But, 3.8 miles of unmaintained road, and his driveway turns to a fucking shithole and a mess. Diana says, well, don't you think we should prepare and plan ahead and go ahead and get supplies and food and water and make sure you have enough propane and everything so we don't freeze and we can eat and everything? And Tater, that's a good idea. So yeah, Diana may have her flaws, but and one's her choice of men, but at least she thinks a little bit and says, hey, Tater, why don't we? It's a good idea. But I guess with all the shit in his unmaintained roads, and it's going to turn into a slimy, shitty, muddy, disgusting mess, I guess Tater's next purchase should actually be a helicopter. What do you think? Why not? If he can his little ass can jump in a bus and just pop the air brakes and hit the gas pedal, why not? Go get a little helicopter. That way you don't have to worry about your unmaintained roads. You can just fly on out of Taterland. Look, it's a spot in the air. Oh, hey, why not? He's loaded, right?
This is Blind Views, and that's the way I see it.
What we do here is go back.